and girls, and welcome to Goran Guitar. We have James Arthur. He's back here a year ago. Perhaps not a year ago, a couple months or so. Yeah, anyway, this is the title of this new song here a year ago. So let's start with this one. Great song. And we need to have a capo to use the easiest chords possible for this. So capo set here on the first fret. All right. So with that, we have a couple of chords to go over. So let's start with the chords. First, we have the G. So that is third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. We have E minor next. So that is open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. C. So that is third on A, second on D, open G, first B, and open E. Then we have the D sus4. So that is open D, second G, third B, and third E. Then we have the standard D. So just switch there on the last E string there. Everything else is the same. That gives us open D, second G, third B, and second E. So only difference there is from third E to second E. D sus to D. All right, then we have two more chords left. So the first one will be the D F chord, or actually just one chord. What I see here, yeah, that's the only chord here left. That's the D, but with an F sharp in the bass. So that is second on E. Then I mute the next string with my index finger I'm using on the second E. So the A gets muted there, and then open D, second G, third B, and open E. All right, so there we have the chords. All right, so let's take a look at this song. And the verse and the chorus play goes in the same way. You can choose the picking. You can also choose the strumming, okay? So we will look at the picking first, and I'm gonna show you what to pick here chord by chord. So let's start with the G, all right? So what you need to hold here is only the third fret on the E string here, the low E string, the bass. All right, so you're gonna combine that note with the open G string. So third fret E, and combine that and alternate that with the open G. So that is one round. So with tempo. And somewhat a standard tempo goes like this. So one round is this. That makes 8 rounds, which we're gonna play here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then we switch to the next chord. In this case, the E minor. Here we're gonna work with the same strings, but they will both be open. So open E string in the bass and open G. That is one round, and you're gonna play that for same 8 rounds. So very easy. All right, the next chord is the C. Now you need to go down one string, third fret on the A string. All right, so that note, third on A, will be combined with still open G. So third on A with open G. Play that for 8 rounds as well. Then we have the D sus4. Now you're gonna slide up here to the 5th position here on the A string. So 5th fret A string, that's the bass note. And then you alternate that with the open G. Okay, so this you're gonna play for 4 rounds. Then we have the D. All right, so this was the D sus4. So then we go to D. And you're gonna play this position now. So that will be the 5th fret on A string. And you alternate that now with the 4th fret on D. That is 1 round. You play that for 2 rounds. And then you're gonna go back to play the sus. And that is just to release and play the 5th fret and A string together again with the open G string for 2 rounds. And that is 1 round. So to repeat everything, G, sorry for that sound, then for 8 rounds, then E minor, 8 rounds, then C for 8 rounds, then the sus, D sus, 4 rounds, then the D, 2 rounds, and back to D sus, 2 rounds. So 1 round will sound like this in standard tempo. So there you have it. That's verse and chorus played in the same way. You can choose to play this picking, but you can also choose to play the strumming. If you choose to go with the strumming, then you will of course use the same chords there, but the full chords now, okay? So the real G, E minor, C, the D sus we looked at, and the standard D, all right? So now you will have amount of strumming rounds. One strumming round will be 4 downs. So 1 round is 4 downs. I choose to play bass, bass, top, bass when it comes to where on the strings I'm strumming here. So the first 2 downs are on the bass strings, then the top strings, mid top is on the 3rd down, and then back to bass on the 4th down. That is 1 strumming round. So half amount of times you're gonna play the picking there. So for the first 3 chords, we had G, E minor, and C for 8 rounds when it comes to the picking. Now, when it comes to strumming, you do it for 4 rounds, all right? Then you use the D sus for picking, 4 rounds. For strumming now, only 2 rounds. Then back to D. You had picking here for 2 rounds. This is only for 1 round strumming. And then again, the D sus picking 2 rounds, strumming 1 round. So slowly it sounds like this with strumming. That is 1 round. So there you have the verse and the chorus play in both picking and strumming. Now let's just take a look at the final part here. That's the post-chorus. It's played in 2 different occasions there during the song. The first one is at about 1 minute and 28 seconds into the song, and the second and last is on the 2 minute and about 16-second mark there. So 2 times. You're gonna play that in the same way. So for this post-chorus, you play the strumming, all right? So use the same strumming, the down, 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 down for 1 round. And I'm gonna tell you the chords incorporation, and it will be E minor, 1 round. Then the D, F for 1 round. Then G for 1 round. Then the standard D for 1 round. And then C for 4 rounds. That's the first half. The second half is very similar, but it goes E minor, the D, F, G, and even the D in the same way. So E minor 1, DF1, G1, and D1 starts in the same in this 4 chords, but the ending is different. We had the C for 4 rounds in the first half, and this second half it's the C2 and back to D2. So the last C there in the first half, it's split between the C2 and D2. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example of how it sounds a little bit slower tempo than standard with the strumming pattern. Let's go. So there we have it. 2 occasions, 1 and 28, and then 2 16. That's where you're gonna play these pulse chords. And there, guys, you have the different parts to handle the song. This is mainly about this picking or strumming standard for the verse and the chorus play. So that was James Arthur's a year ago. So yeah, James, I think he will be back here on Gordon Guitar, pretty sure about that. So if you like his songs, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate all the support, guys, and till next time, play tuned.